We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A good head-down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. 35-yard line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Touch 50, touch 50. 52's the mic right over there, right? 52's the mic. Army. Mike 52. I got it. Alert. Mike 52. Quit talking about it and bring it.
They go play action with Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. At their own 20-yard line. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Sean Bunting on the tackle. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
1st down, Washington.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They run the counter. Gibson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he'll find Hall. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. this one is right down Broadway. And it's 3-0 Washington. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Hey, watch it. Say.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Clear. You can choose the mic. Watch Mike. Hey, Mike 52. Watch the run. This sides, baby. That's baby side.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Come on, baby. Let's see what you... Hey, 0. Hey, Mike's 50.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
12.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson going deep for Diggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, PI gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Undercut, undercut, undercut.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
They'll give Fournette another crack, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Next to score, Buccaneers 7. Washington.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And his throw is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
3rd down and 11.
Washington on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw again. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now Wentz again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tucker. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wentz now to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
At the 14-yard line, a gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now Wentz will keep it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Now, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Watch the safety pick up right there. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Oh, get him, get him, get him.
Play action. Now Wilson. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning. Throw it. Slam.
Play action. It's Wilson. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Everyone got 4 down. Hey, Mike 52. Check. Switch it. Well.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
40. 52's the mark, boys. 52. I got you.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
52, Mike 52. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
To throw again. Wilson going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 47 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
52, 52's the mic. I'm trying to collect. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
To throw again is Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Fournette. Alert. Check. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Focus, defense, focus.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
52. Check. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Here we go.
From the gun, Wilson. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will knot us up at 10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. On play action, it's Wentz. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 77 yards. And Washington has taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Touch 50. 36.
From the gun, Wilson going deep for Diggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
On 1st down, Gibson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Come on, team! Mike 54! Mike 50! Hey, empty! Second time, defense, let's go!
From from midfield. Here's Wentz. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Washington.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. That one caught by Gibson. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
His kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's the end of the third quarter of play with this Washington 20, Buccaneers 10.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. A pass underneath for Fournette. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mic. Right here. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
At the 49-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Man up, 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Wilson will throw again. Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. 52's the mark, boys. 52. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson going deep for Diggs. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
We got 4. We got 4. No, Mike 52. Mike 52. Who that? Who that? Hey, Mike 52. 36 power. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the Mike. Too little.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And down he goes, a Buccaneers sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
19. Pick it up. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Run it. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. Look. You got nothing. Bang.
Now Wilson on 1st down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, Wilson going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here trying to preserve the lead.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey. New Mike 52, Mike 52. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Where's 52?
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Watch QB drop. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, get the weight room.
On 1st down, Wilson. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
At the 43-yard line.
Check. Mike 52 right here. Check. Alert. 52's the Mike, boy. 52. Hey, watch the ball.
Now Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Double count. 52, Mike 52. Here we go. Mike 52. Cover.
Throwing now is Wilson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Let's go. Check. Listen.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So it's Washington getting the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Washington, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.